Good morning everyone and welcome to another Total Sports and Sports Science Takeover. My name is Olivia and I'm an intern biokineticist and yoga instructor at the Sports Science Institute. And today I'm going to be taking us through a 30-minute power Vinyasa class. So this class is going to be more on the intermediate side, so those that are used to a yoga practice. But if you are a beginner, you can listen up to the modifications and follow along. Yoga is about listening to our body, so if any moves don't feel good in this practice, you're welcome to modify and change them to suit you. And if you just get tired or you need a break, you can always just sit in a child's pose and take as much time as you need. So without any further ado, I'm going to get started. All you're going to need today is your mat and yourself. And we're going to start today's practice in a seated position. So sitting nice and tall on the sit bones in a comfortable position of your choice. And just arriving in the space. So if you haven't already, closing the eyes and letting the shoulders relax. Relaxing into the jaw, the temples and the forehead. And again, just making sure the shoulders are released. Hands resting on the knees just lightly. And the spine is nice and long, but still natural, so you can find some relaxation in this posture, some ease. I'm going to start today's class just by focusing in on your breath. So not altering or changing anything just yet, just noticing your own rise and fall. Noticing how the body feels physically this morning. I'm going to do 3 conscious breaths, taking a deep inhale through the nose, holding at the top, and exhaling for a count of 4. And again, taking a deep inhale through the nose, holding at the top, and exhaling for 4 through the nose. Last one, deep inhale, hold, and exhale for 4. Coming back to our natural breathing. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back and down. Again, inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, keeping the eyes closed, and back and down. Lifting up, breathe in. Exhale, drop them back. Last one, lifting up. And drop them all the way back. Open the eyes. Taking the hands nice and long. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe interlacing the hands, palms facing up. Find that length. Good, and then dropping one hand, reaching the top hand up and over, nice side stretch, making sure shoulders are facing forward. And swapping over other side, reaching up and over. And then all the way out to the other side, so reaching up and over, shoulders facing forward. And then playing around, dropping the shoulders down, so facing the mat, and open them up. So dropping the shoulders down, facing the mat, and then opening them up, facing forward. Last one, dropping shoulders down, and reaching up. Switching over other side, reach over, and then dropping shoulders down. Inhale, reaching them up. Exhale, square them down. 2 more, inhale, open them up. Exhale, last one, opening up. Reaching both hands up towards the ceiling again, just interlacing the hands, palms facing up. Reach the spine nice and long. And slowly float the hands down. Coming onto our hands and knees. We're going to go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. So making sure my hands are just beneath my shoulders, knees beneath my hips, As I exhale, I'm going to round my spine. Imagine someone has a rope around your belly and they're pulling you up, head hangs down. And as I inhale, I'm going to arch my back, so belly to the mat, open up the chest, look up. And exhale round. So keep on going in your own time. If you want to freestyle this movement, you can take some more fluidity into it. So moving from side to side or forward and back. Maybe you want to hold into a movement that feels good. Just make this part of the class your own. And we'll do 3 more rounds here in your own time with your breath. When you're ready, coming back into your neutral spine, taking the hands a little bit further away from you, tucking the toes under and sending the hips back, coming into a downward facing dog. With your down dog, you want to think about pressing the sit bones up to the ceiling, melting the thighs back and pressing the chest forward. Make sure the head is hanging heavy, and you can pedal out this first downward dog, so dropping one heel and then the other. So today's flow is going to be a circular flow. And we're going to start with our right leg. So when you're ready, coming to stillness, dropping down that left heel and reaching right leg up. So hips are squared, toes pointing down, three-legged dog. We look forward to the top of the mat and take a big step with that right foot so it's between the hands. Making sure that the shin is parallel, coming onto the fingertips and reaching the hands up into our high lunge. We're going to interlace the hands so the index fingers point up. And we're going to push that chest forward just a little bit. Reach up. Make sure you have a 90-degree bend with that front knee. Reach, reach, reach. And if you want to take the gaze up, you're welcome to do that. Good. And then reaching hands down. Turning towards the side of the mat. So either coming onto the ball of your feet or your heel. And reach the hands forward. So we're facing the left side of our mat now. My left foot is facing up towards the ceiling. So I'm externally rotating into that thigh. Good, and then taking a walk all the way to the other side so that you're bending into the left knee, right toes pointing up. Good, and then framing that left foot, coming into a low lunge to drop that right knee, making sure that shin is parallel, and we reach the hands up, interlacing the hands, index fingers pointing up, reach that chest forward, get a little bit of a back bend in here. And floating the hands down, tuck that right toe under, lift the knee, step back into your plank. You can either be in a half plank or a plank at this point, and lower down, make sure those elbows are tucked, shoulders down. Inhale to find a baby cobra, make sure the hands are beneath the shoulders. Exhale down. Good, coming onto the knees, tucking the toes under, sending back to your down dog. Again, reaching the right leg up. We're going to go a little bit faster now. Stepping the leg all the way through. Reaching the hands up, coming to your high lunge, interlacing the hands. Index fingers pointing up, maybe get a little bit back bend, breathe in. And exhale, dive it forward. This time coming onto a Skandasana on the other side. So facing the right side of the mat, rotating the left toes up to the ceiling. Maybe you want to play around with the balance, bringing the hands to heart center. Good, and then maybe playing around with that same balance, keeping hands at heart center and moving over onto the other side. So I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. And then turning towards the front of the mat again, drop that right knee, reaching the hands up, interlace the fingers, reach up in a low lunge. And hands come down. Frame that foot, step back into your plank or half plank here, lower down. If you want to take a chaturanga, you can come all the way into your up dog. If you are experienced at yoga, flipping all the way into your down dog. Good, we're going to go on the other side, so this time lifting left leg up, taking it all the way forward, take your big step, reaching up into my high lunge, fingers pointing up, reach. Find that length through the spine. And exhale, folding down. Coming into our Skandasana again facing the right side of the mat. Hands can come to heart center or they can be resting on fingertips in front of you. Transitioning all the way, bending into that right leg. Framing the foot once again into our low lunge, dropping that back knee, reaching the hands up. Reach up, take a deep breath in, and folding down. Stepping back into your plank straight away. Getting a little bit faster now, and lowering down. Inhale to baby cobra, or you can find up dog or full cobra. And exhale down, pushing back into your downward dog. Again, reaching left leg up. Step it forward. Reaching the hands up. Find that Kali Mudra, or just index fingers pointing forward up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And exhale down. Skandasana towards the left side of the mat. Either hands come to heart center or floating down. We have a graceful transition here. Take your gaze to one single spot. It helps with the balance. Good, and then facing forward, left knee goes down. We reach the hands up. And on an exhale, floating them down. Again, going through our Vinyasa or taking into plank, lowering down. Up dog, or you can take your baby cobra, whichever option, and floating back into our down dog. Taking the gaze all the way to the front of the mat, just slowly walking the feet up towards the hand. You can take a bend in the knees here. Inhale to flat back, so find that halfway lift, hands come to the shin. Exhaling to fold. Rolling up through the base of the spine, one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way to standing in Samasthiti. So just take a little bit of a break here. We're going to go through that flow again, just adding a bit of power elements, so a little bit of more challenging posture. So you know that if that doesn't suit you, you can always go back to what we just did. So taking a moment here to reset, big toes together, heels slightly apart, just rest the hands at the side of the body and close the eyes. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Just connecting with the breath again. And then opening the eyes, slowly reaching the hands up. As we swan dive forward, come into our forward fold. Come into our flat back, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Hands rest at the side of the feet. We step it back first into our plank to get our dimensions right, and then send the hips back into our down dog. Again, we reach that right leg back. We take a gaze forward, take a big step, coming straight into that high lunge. You guys know the correct posture now. We're going to take a deep breath in as we lower that left knee down, tap it, and exhale, coming back into our high lunge. So we're just bending and straightening that back here. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, straight. 2 more. Inhale, so working into the legs here. Last one. And straighten, hands float down. We come into that Skandasana. So either hands resting on the mat or you're in heart center. We're going to go through our goddess pose. So coming in straight into a low or wide squat. Make sure those knees are down. We reach the hands up. Hands come to center, come back. And come back to Skandasana on the other side. So if that transition doesn't work for you, just go back to what we just did. Hands rest down, come into our low lunge, drop the back knee, reach the hands up, breathe in, and exhale down. Stepping back into your plank or half plank, lowering through your Vinyasa. Inhale to up dog, exhale to down dog. Again, lifting right leg, look forward, take a big step, reaching up towards the ceiling. Breathe in as we drop that left knee, exhale as we straighten. So trying to keep really nice and low, exhale. Breathe in to drop, exhale to straighten. 2 more here. starting to generate a little bit of heat. And arms come down, coming into your Skandasana. Hands to heart center, left foot facing up. Coming into our goddess pose, so low squat here, reaching the hands up. Together and to center, we lunge towards the left side, framing the foot. Right knee comes down, we reach the hands up, take a deep breath. And exhale, hands come down. Come through your Vinyasa, either through your Vinyasa or you can just take a child's pose here if you need a rest. Meeting back into our downward dog. If you need to take a child's pose here before we go on the other side, just dropping the knees and taking a little break, just listening to your body. I'm going to go for our second side in 2 breaths. So lifting the left heel up to the ceiling and taking that big step, reaching the hands up. You guys know, woo-hoo, don't fall like me, so get your balance. Good. Inhale, drop the knee. Exhale, straighten up. So 5 little lift and lowers here. Inhale to lower. Exhale to straighten. 2 more here. And last one. And put the hands down. Coming to our Skandasana, facing right side. Hands to heart center or resting. We come into our goddess pose, sitting low, reaching hands up, together, and down towards the back of the mat. Good, framing that foot, drop that knee, or reach the hands up, get a nice little back bend here. Maybe you want to take an exhale through the mouth, and reach the hands down, coming through your Vinyasa, or taking a child's pose. Inhale. And exhale, send it back into our down dog. The last little one here before we start to cool it down. Lifting left leg up. Gaze, leg comes all the way forward. We come into our high lunge, getting my balance this time. Inhale to lower, exhale to straighten. Inhale, lower, tap. So it's a really light little tap here. You're not hammering the knee down. 2 more. Last one. And hands come down. We come into our Skandasana, hands to heart center or down. Coming through goddess, reaching the hands up, together, down, and coming onto the other side. Framing that foot. Coming through our Vinyasa or child's pose. Send it all the way back. Dropping the knees down, coming in to our child's pose. Good. Take a well-deserved break here. 4 deep breaths in this child's pose. I'm getting a little sweaty here. This is true power yoga. And slowly walking the hands up and coming to sit on your bum, extending both legs out and then hugging that left knee to chest. Okay, and then placing that left foot to the right inner groin, so bringing the leg into almost like a tree pose. We reach the hands up towards the ears and folding with a straight back, and when you feel like you can't keep that straight back anymore, just folding over that right leg, reaching wherever the hands can find. And taking 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly rolling it up. Other side. So first drawing that right knee to chest, straight back. And then bringing the knee out, bringing the foot towards the groin. We reach the hands up to the ears. So try and keep that flat back as much as you can. And then taking that passive fold, hands reach wherever, that may be the ankles, the shins, or the feet, wherever you are. And really slowing down that breathing. And taking 2 more deep breaths here. And then slowly rolling up through the base of the spine. Both feet come together. Turn around so I can face you guys. So you choose how far you want the feet away from the groin. The easier the stretch, the further away the feet will be. So choosing how far you want the feet. Make sure you have a really nice straight back and you're just letting gravity let those knees fall out. We inhale to find length through the spine, to grow tall, and keep that length through the spine as we reach the crown of the head forward, and then we feel like we can't reach anymore, we fold. Again, just like the other passive stretches we've done, slowing down the breathing. Last deep breath in, and exhale, and slowly rolling up, coming to lie down onto the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest and taking the hands to the inner knees, we reach either grabbing hold of our shins or grabbing hold of the outsides of the feet, making sure your shins, trying to get them perpendicular with the ground and drawing the knees towards the armpits. Really important, my head, neck and shoulders are completely relaxed here. And you can take a little wiggle from side to side. This is our happy baby pose. So maybe you want to play around with straightening and bending into the knees. Or maybe just stay in stillness here for a while. And slowly releasing that hold. We're going to come into our relaxation portion of the class now. So if you want to get a jersey or a blanket or pillow at this point, you're welcome to do so, just getting as comfortable as you can. So extending the legs long in front of you, let the feet flop out to the side. Feet are about hip width distance apart, and the hands are just resting at the side of the body, palms facing up. So we're really nice and open into our hip joint, into that shoulder joint. And if you haven't already, closing into the eyes. Relaxing the space around the eyelids. Again into the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Noticing if there are any places of discomfort in the body, and just breathing into those spaces. Feel as if the whole body is heavy. There's no need to hold anymore, to brace, to work. We're just releasing and letting the body digest all we've done today. We're going to take on a bit of breath work. So we're going to take a 4 count inhale, 4 count hold, 4 count exhale. If that doesn't work for you, you can just take on your own rhythm. But if you're with us, emptying the lungs, taking a deep inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. And carry on like that. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. The last round here, take a deep inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. And release that breath, noticing how you feel. Taking on the natural rhythm of the breath. Starting to bring ourselves back into the space, so noticing any sounds you hear around you. Maybe starting to wiggle the fingers and toes. Hugging one in each chest and then the other. And then rolling over onto one side, just staying on your side for just a second or two here. And then slowly pushing ourselves up, coming into a seated position that we started the class in. Closing the eyes, hands resting on the knees. We're going to close our class today by taking a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, sighing it out. So emptying the lungs, taking the deepest in-breath you've taken all day, and exhale. Gently opening the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, this morning. Please stay tuned for our last week of CISA and Total Sports takeovers. There's lots of exciting stuff to come. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.